Hello and welcome to the Build With Baer Workshop. My name is Pat Baer. I'm here to do two things. I'm here to build a model kit. I'm here to hang out with all of you. That's the second thing. I'm going to throw the Barricade, the Lego, the site, the Tier 2 Blue emote in chat. If you are currently a subscriber, you can reply with those emotes. If you are not yet a subscriber, you can say hi. You can use other people's emotes. If you feel like being a lurker, this is a great opportunity for you to go ahead and lurk and just hang out. Ghost Valve is here. Aristofan is here. Welcome, welcome. Hello to both of you. I had an issue with my stream tech, which seems to be fixed, which is great. I had to unplug it and plug it back in. Luckily, I can do that from my seat. I didn't have to get down on the floor. My bit rate is not good tonight, so I most likely will be uploading the local copy that I am recording up to YouTube, which will be fine. It will be actually, my local copy isn't as nice as me exporting to VOD, but it means that it will look better because the local copy is of better quality. Because yeah, my internet connection tonight is not as strong as I would like, and unfortunately, I have pretty much nothing that I can do about that other than be annoyed. Kind of where I'm at. Lord Crashin says, hey, Pat. Hey, Lord Crashin. Unjan is here. Welcome, Unjan. Happy to have everybody here. We are currently at 31 subscribers. The goal is 50. I shut up at 50. Right now, we're at 31. Trying to get to 50. Maybe you want to become a subscriber. Maybe you want to save a little bit of money because you could do that. Because we're in bonus days here, folks. We got December bonus days right now through January 2nd. New subscribers, not returning, not renewed, new subscribers save 25% off. Pretty good. And from December 27th, which is not today, obviously, post-Christmas, December 27th through January 22nd, 25% off gifted subs. Going to throw that out there as a thing. That's cool. And then I'll get rid of that because we don't need it. But yeah, trying to get it back up to 50. If you'd like to become a subscriber, I mean, right now is a great time to be a new subscriber because you save money. You don't have to, but you can. Yesterday we got followed by Amazing Shake, bringing my follower total up to 1,991. 9 followers away from the big 2,000, which. It would be great if I hit 2,000 by the end of the year. I just want to hit 2,000. Obviously, we don't hit it by the end of the year. That's fine. But I would like to hear it. To hit it, I should say. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything else I need to say here. Right off the bat, I think I've probably talked to y'all enough about what's going on with me. So why don't I... check this message real quick. Let me look at this. That's fine. All right, let's go to the overhead. Bada boom. There it is. It's the Demi Barding. The Demi Barding. Thank you, Aristofan, for purchasing this kit off my Amazon wishlist. Appreciate you very much for that. This is Demi Barding from Witcher Mercury. We're almost done here with the second arm, and then we're going to work on the legs. A lot of the legs we can do at the same time, which is always helpful. We'll get into that. We'll do the hands, and then we'll do the connector piece for the arm, and we'll call this quits, and then we'll call the top half of it done. Obviously, we still have to do the backpack as well. You know the whole drill. John says, I hope we can talk about the big Witch from Mercury news. I don't know what you're talking about, so... I don't know what to tell. I don't know what the news is. I'm looking it up to see if I can. Oh, yes. Yes. I didn't read this article, but it did pass me by. Yes. Yeah. Hey, we know. You, me, the world. If you saw my video, you know. If you've heard me talk about the ending list theories, you know. The postscript, the epilogue of Witcher Mercury is very fucking clear in its use of two characters together holding hands with rings, together living with one of their mothers, and the sister. That is a little besides that. They're in love and married and gay and together, and it happened. There's a happy ending. They were always married, yes. And then Bandai was like, we like endings that are open to interpretation. And it was like, well, you should have told Sunrise that, because they didn't do an ending that is open to interpretation. They married up the characters because they were fucking married and in love and together. What? Because a lot of people were like, hey, this is fucking cool. And then Bandit was like, hey, what? Nah, what? And then the director is just like, Hiroshi Kobayashi. Again, I said, I saw this article and went, oh, good. And I didn't really read it. So I am looking at it now upon John's recommendation here, or request, I should say. So there is a booklet that is part of the Blu-ray release. So it's included in the Blu-ray release. And I'm looking at it there. I'm going to look at the information. He describes the events between the conclusion of the series and the epilogue. Suletta and Mjolnir wed each other. I knew I was going to make an epilogue, but it was a while before I decided upon the exact number of years that should pass in between. The ending itself follows the Shakespearean play, The Tempest. I figured this news was on your radar for the day. No, John, it was one of the things where I was like, oh yeah, that's there. And I didn't go to, because there's manga news that pissed me off, and that became the thing I was a little fixated on today, which we will get to, because there's annoying manga news. But yeah, no, it's a Tempest depicts Suletta and Mjolnir getting married and becoming partners. And then the Polygons, or sorry, this is Gizmodo's story. Once again, it has to be said that is very clear in the actual episode itself and not a potential interpretation of subtext, which is like, yeah, that's the thing. Like, if you wanted it to be subtext, you fucked up, Bandai, because it wasn't. In the epilogue, Mjolnir is directly referred to as a sister-in-law. And when Suletta and Mjolnir reunited in the final moments of the scene, shining silver bands on their respective ring fingers are highlighted with a glimmering sheen to bring them to the audience's attention. It's not subtext, it's just text. And then they go to their same home together, and you can't be like, no, they're roommates, because they're not. Sunrise, Bandai Namco Filmworks, Bandai were weird. They were weird about it this summer in Gundam Ace, the magazine they own, because the Soletta's voice actress was like, yeah, it's like, they end up married. That's cool. And they're like, we're gonna take that out of the print version. Because they were like, the Gundam Ace editor was making some wild assumptions. And that's not the opinion of Bandai Namco. And it's just like, well, it should be, because you signed off on it. You made it the thing. I mean, I guess you can change your minds, but it was weird that you would. All right, so we're working on the legs, and we can do this 2 at a time here. So we're gonna work on both major portions of the legs at the same time. We're getting the side pieces together, these boosters here on the Barding. We'll get that here. For a show that was said to have been Gundam Tempest, no one except some small Bandai Namco execs knew this is what happens. I mean, that's the thing, right? Everybody knows. What ends up happening is somebody somewhere was mad that they were gay. Somebody was mad. Somebody with enough influence was mad that Bandai had to tell that person they're not gay. We opened it up to interpretation. And then when their own magazine that they own was like, well, yeah, clearly they're gay. This person or group, maybe it was a group of people that hold some sway, was like, well, what about this? And they were like, well, obviously the editor of Gundam Ace is just making assumptions, clearly. And it's just like, just tell that person to fuck off. That's all you have to do. You'd be like, yeah, they're gay. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, it's just nonsense. It was always going to be nonsense. Yeah, because their nonsense statement was, we would like to you to enjoy the work by leaving it up to each and every one of you who have seen the main story. Which is just like, what do you mean? Like, what? Like, no, we solved the mystery. What? Come to your own conclusion. But then you're saying the Gundam Ace stuff isn't? What? Come on. It's nonsense. Also, this is the director saying this on the Blu-ray, and it will be very funny if Bandai also tries to censor this because they're just like, freaked out about it. All right, let's see how these connect. I got to look here. I got to get closer to this. All right, it looks like this way is the way to go. Like that. Okay, I think this is how it connects. But yeah, that was always like clear, obvious bullshit. And it was like, who got mad? Say who got mad. Just like, say who is so mad that you have to placate this person or this group with this nonsense that does not hold up to scrutiny. What are we doing here? How does this attach? What is this? What even is it? Sorry. There's a piece here that needs to connect, and I don't know how or why it does. And eventually, these two parts go together, and that makes a lot of sense. And then this part does something, and I don't know what it's supposed to do, and I don't know how it connects. And that is fun for me. I was looking up the movies based on the Tempest. Wikipedia list Ex Machina is being influenced by it, which I wouldn't have guessed. Oh, okay. You've never read The Tempest? Yeah. So it's one of those things, Lord Crashington, where now that you've said that, I'm like, yeah. But I would not have thought of that before now. But now I'm like, okay. Yeah. I could see that. All right, this thing is a sliding piece, I think. I think I'm attaching this correctly. We'll find out. Let me do this on this one here. Yeah, all right. Okay, yeah, this thing slides up and down. That's what it's meant to do. All right, I think I did this correctly. I'll find out when it's time to attach this to the leg if I fuck this up or not, but I think I just did this properly. And then that piece goes in there. We'll find out in a second. These are on the side of the kit, and then they also are where the beam sabers live, because you gotta have beam sabers attached to a thing. You gotta. All right. So this is gonna go again. I'm doing this where I think it's supposed to be, and then we'll find out later if I'm right or not. Also, Troma made one in 2020 called Shakespeare's Shitstorm. Sure. You know what? Modern Troma, sure. Go for it. Make your version of the Tempest. Go with God, I guess. I'll say Ex Machina is a pretty good film. I don't know about Shakespeare's Shitstorm. All right. Well, thank you for that. I'd forgotten to include that in my notes as a thing to talk about. Now let's talk about the bullshit. Hey, we got a good news, bad news situation on our hands, folks. Good news is Bushi Road put out there. Bushi Road has a Bushi Road, who own a bunch of things. They own a manga company. Um, they were like, hey, guess what? We got two manga, I should say, coming back out. The Ancient Magus Bride and Ghost and Witch. Both those mangas have not been out for a while. They're coming back out. And guess what? When they come back out, they're going to have a simul release. So you'll be able to get it in Japanese and English day of release. And it's like, oh, cool. So they're like delaying it enough so they can release it simultaneously. They're probably sending scripts out so they can do that, and they'll delay it a little bit or whatever. They'll be on a cadence. No, they're going to use AI. Don't worry. They're going to use AI. A company by the name of Mantra is going to be using AI translation for simultaneous English and Japanese release. And also, coming in May of next year, simplified Chinese. Now, obviously, readily available manga from the companies where profits go to that company and theoretically to the creators, where you're not going with fan sites that are doing fan translations with a Ko-Fi or running ads, or the new thing a lot of these sites like to do is have internet radio things that autoplay, and you have to turn autoplay for everything off on your browser, because they can get more pennies from that because you're blocking ads on their sites. But then they're also going to hopefully have people sponsor through Ko-Fi their stuff, and they've got a Discord, and all of that. Instead of that, it is, the idea that the manga is being translated and is being released in an easy, accessible manner. I'm all for it. But the part of where people get paid should also be not a translation company that uses AI, but real translators. Ancient Magus Bride, the current season of anime, is fucking great. I think the manga is pretty stellar. It's been running for fucking like 10 years now. It was running on a magazine, and then the magazine kind of folded, and it's moving around on magazines, but it's got collections and all that. Yeah, it's up to 20 volumes. No word on if this AI translation will be part of collections going forward. One would assume they're not going to retranslate it with translators, with paid translation. This is going to be what you get if you want it. And that sucks. It unbelievably sucks. Let's see. What? Yeah, and then also, hit the mangaka Yamazaki's other work has been on the Manga Doa app, Ghost and Witch, so Seven Seas Entertainment has been releasing Magus Bride manga in English previously. And we don't know if they're going to be doing it a later version. I would imagine probably not. And that's a shame, because one of the people that works in translation for Seven Seas Entertainment is a friend of mine. My friend David works for Seven Seas Entertainment on translation. I do not know what he works on, which is probably to best, because that does protect him and all other employees from shenanigans and people. But he does translations for them, and I'm proud of my friend David. You may know David best as Seibe. You probably know him best as t-shirts that I wear all the fucking time. Not this one, but many t-shirts that I wear, including the Bart Simpson drawing that says anime on it, any pizza party shirt that I have worn, the garbage shirt, the shirt that just says garbage in the college font. That's my buddy David. It's great that he works for Seven Seas, and I hope that he continues to work for them. How much manga was using Google Translate or other AI-powered translate tools before this? So, John, in fansub, quite a bit. There are machine translation, I should say, MLT, machine language translation, is used quite a bit with people who are just doing it for practice, or they're doing it with supplemental. There are groups that we use machine translation, and we'll tell you, but we're also going to use dictionaries, and we're going to use the web novels or the light novels as reference, and we're going to clean it up. And then there are people who do literal translation. But of course, literal translation has existed since anime for years. People used Babelfish to literally translate text. That's why I remember with no proofreading and no understanding of the language, they would use like Chinese translations of Japanese anime and then put English there. And you would end up with stuff that didn't make any sense, where like it would say game instead of Yugi, and it would say dark game instead of Yami Yugi. Just like nonsense, because they were translating the words, not understanding that it was names. In professional, it has been rumored to happen. You may remember an anime about 4 brothers that live together and raised by the oldest brother. It starts with a Y. Its name escapes me. And how there was a lot of shit because that first episode was clearly done by AI. And Crunchyroll got a lot of flack for that. Turns out meaning some people let this slip and go. Crunchyroll has translators. They pay people to do translation. But when you license your product to Crunchyroll, in this case, the anime, you can negotiate a lot of things. And some companies say, well, we'll do it in-house. Now, some of those are production companies who have their own deals for international distribution, or they're going to be English language on a channel, like a foreign channel within Japan, whatever. Some do that. And it was very clear that this company hired either the company that produced this anime hired someone to use artificial intelligence, or, again, machine learning. Again, not really learning. Or they got duped by some contractor. But it was supposedly it wasn't Crunchyroll fucking that up. But that's like the biggest example so far. I believe that there are companies. There are not Webtoon, but there is another company out of Korea that is doing manhwa, and they tried to do literal translation machine learning translation for Japan, and basically got told to fuck off, which was great, because it was very clearly not up to standards. Let's see. Bushi Road Works is paying IG Port, who are the parent company of Mag Garden, 200 million yen in compensation for the dissolution of Yamazaki's contract with IG Port. Basically, they bought out his contract so they can have it there. So So here's the thing, right? They invested a lot of money to get these manga, and then they're not going to invest any money in paying people to make the translations to get their day and date translation. Instead, they're going to spend a lot of money on AI, which seems incredibly foolish and short-sighted. And it's always a fucking nightmare when people just get really invested in unproven technology. But yeah, this is a big move. This is a big move for Bushiroad Works. And it sucks. It's a big, shitty, sucky move. Let's see. Has 7Cs. 7Cs who did recently unionize. Let's see if I can have 7Cs made a statement. I bet they haven't. Maybe pay people with these skills before you can't. Yeah. There are, I should say, because I dip my toes into the fan subbing community, or the scanlation community, more manga than anime these days, because just about everything I want to watch comes out, and I can legally watch it. But not every manga I want to read comes out. Not even in a timely manner at all. There's so much manga. There's so much more manga than anime. What was I going to say? That a lot of groups say, no, we're looking for translators. We're not looking for people that know how to use, an app on their phone. I will say, if you are if you're sailing the 7Cs and a bunch of text is just in Japanese, Google Translate on your phone is kind of nice for getting the rough idea about what text is happening there on a website. A list of text with, that is helpful. There are reasons that is certainly helpful. But in a professional capacity, no. You want to have somebody who can read kanji or katakana and translate it. You don't want that bullshit. Nobody wants that bullshit. All right. I have finished these side parts of the leg. Now we're going to work on the feet. We're going to do both of these feet. We'll get them together. Yeah, it's a bunch of bullshit, and I'm mad about it. Looks like, no, they're just like, hey, we got some audiobooks, because they also do audiobooks. They're like, yeah, we got some audiobooks here, and here's all our stuff. Here's our light novels, and here's our manga. Yeah, 7Cs has not made a statement about losing the license, because maybe they haven't lost the license. I don't know. Maybe, like I said, maybe they'll get the printed collections with their own translation, which would be great. But I don't know. Update. We got to have this update, friends. We got to talk about it. If you are one of the people out there who has purchased, not rented, purchased Discovery television shows on the PlayStation Network, you're not going to lose them for now. You were going to lose them. A bunch of them were going to be gone. They announced that you would be able to watch content on PlayStation starting on December 31st. And again, this was stuff that you purchased that you would no longer have access to because, of course, you didn't purchase the media. You purchased a license to watch that media. And that license can expire if companies don't want to do business. But now, apparently, they have updated the license agreement with Warner Brothers, who owns Discovery, for the next 30 months at least. So that is not a permanent solution, of course. You will not, in 30 months, at least, at some point, you could lose that license again. So this is not this is not like we've now got a perpetual deal. I would say so far, I don't believe iTunes has ever pulled this, but buying digital media through a service is not you're not buying the media. As I said, you're buying the license to watch the media. And this is not, in the same way that streamers, you're paying the service to watch things. You're not paying for a particular show. You might get Netflix because you want to watch something, but that doesn't mean that you are guaranteed the thing. Even if Netflix paid for it, it's never aired anywhere else. It never would air anywhere else. Netflix can just be like, actually, what if we didn't have this up? And then you just don't get to watch the thing. It sucks more when it is paying money for it, obviously. And of course, like, PlayStation was like, similar to other services, we do not own the licensing rights to TV movie content that was previously available for purchase on the PlayStation Store. Which is like, yeah, we know you don't own it, but the people you licensed it from, like, that's just so anti-consumer. It's unbelievably shitty anti-consumer to be like, yeah, you paid us money, but like, not forever. Fuck off. It should be. Anyway, get backups where you can. Do what you got to do. I said that previously, and I will continue to say that. If you bought something, do your best to find it. And also, as we said previously, some of these shows are not going to be available on the internet for you to peruse and make yourself a backup of. Now, one would hope that some of these shows, once announced that they would be going away, perhaps did get backed up in some way, shape, or form. Perhaps. But again, we don't know for sure. We can't say. We can only speculate that may have happened. Some of these shows may have gotten backed up in some way, which would be good. But yeah, we don't know for sure. These feet are coming together well. We're going to have to panel line it, but it's coming together pretty nicely. We'll have more to talk about here. I do wanted to take a moment to say thank you to everyone that hung out last night. Or sorry, not last night, Tuesday night. What am I saying? Tuesday night. Thank you to everybody that hung out on stream as we played Persona 4 Golden with mods, our Christmas stream, where we defeated the big bad of the show, the anime, the video game, the main protagonist, antagonist. I'm saying a bunch of wrong words. We defeated the main antagonist in Persona 4 Golden. We showcased Experience Share, which is the biggest of the new mods that I had since previously, because a couple of the mods I downloaded have nothing to do with what we're doing in the game at the time. They're just nice. Since then, I played a little bit today because I don't know if I'm going to go back. There's a chance that if big mods come out that I want to showcase, I will do Endgame. I will do like Final Boss. I'm thinking I might do Final Boss as part of my as an incentive for my subathon that I'm going to be doing in January. Towards the end of January, I'm going to do a subathon. I think I've said that, but if you didn't hear it, that's the plan, is to do a subathon. And I thought maybe like, let's beat the final boss. We'll do that. That'll be fun. We'll do like the steps we need to do. We'll talk to a bunch of people. We'll get that done. So today what I did, because I had some time, is I beat an optional boss that is annoying. Marie Lashbrook said, subscribed for 73 months. 73-month streak, saying Merry Christmas. Thank you so much. Let's throw the Bear Cave Lego site tier 2 blue emote in chat. Thank Lashbrook for subbing with Prime for 73 months. That's so many months. Lord Crashin wants me to dance button, which I will. Let me put in the emotes here. Let's add some emotes in there. Thank Lashbrook very much for that. It's very kind of you, Lashbrook. And then the dance button comes right now. Yeah, we're doing it. And jing 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 jingle 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 jingle. Okay. Thank you very much, Lashbrook and Lord Crashin. Thanks for using your channel points. So Marie, turns out Marie is connected to the whole story. Is a shadow of sorts, is a fragment of some of the cosmic universal issues that are like plaguing the whole game world and the plot of Persona 4. And we go into a weird version of the TV world, a separate version of the TV world. Everybody gets to meet Margaret, which is kind of fun. Margaret is just like, oh yeah, I haven't been introduced to your friends. Thank you for people, I'm tied to him. And we can be like, it's okay, I know her. Or we can be like, that's my lady, which is a weird thing to say, because we make a weird joke. But because you can flirt with Margaret sometimes. But yeah, we show up and everyone's just like, what? What's happening right now? Didn't we beat everything? Who's this lady? What? And then they're like, wait, Marie is a construct? She also, if they're like, Marie is a construct, they're also like, wait, Marie had amnesia? Because we hung out with Marie a lot and our other friends would hang out with her. And we never once said like, oh yeah, well, she has amnesia. We never said that, which is weird. So they're like, oh, well, we should save her because our friends are good. And then we go in and save her. And the dungeon sucks. It's so fucking annoying. There are two things that happen in that dungeon that absolutely are awful. One, on certain levels of the dungeon, there are no visible shadows, the monsters. Instead, when you open doors, in this case, when you cut ropes and go through a passageway, sometimes monsters will just attack you. They give very little experience and no money, and they give annoying items. Meanwhile, all of your items are gone. You get them when you come back and they get reassembled. You end up with shitty weapons and no armor, basically. So you just have to use your skills and your strength. Oh, but your skills? Well, sorry, friends. Most of your skills cost SP, or like mana, if you want to say. But your SP is only going to be at 30% the entire time. And you can get items that slowly refill it, but your SP is always limited. Now, I have, because I cheated in Persona 4 Golden with mods, I have all of the main characters, my parties, have Victory Cry. Victory Cry restores your SP and your health at the end of every battle. But it only restores 30%. So it's not that not that it's challenging, because I'm not, what some people have to do is constantly negotiate your skills and negotiate what you use, because you want to you got to refill the bars, and you got to beat monsters to get items, and some monsters physical attacks don't work on, but the ones that do, you got to definitely go after and all that. I don't have to do any of that because I always have it. There are two interesting fights in the game. There's a 2-part fight, which is kind of interesting, with the boss. The boss is a 2-stage fight, and that's kind of fun. But for the most part, it's just a long, annoying dungeon. And I remembered that it was long and annoying, but I forgot how long, and I forgot how annoying it was. So I decided I was just going to do that. So I did that, and then I've got a Valentine's hangout coming up, and then end game. And I was like, maybe I'll stream and we'll do the Valentine's content. I'm like, nah, I think I'm probably just going to do that. I think I'm just going to finish the game up until, I got an achievement for saving Marie, which is nice. That's nice. I was happy to save her, because it does suck to not do that. But that dungeon sucks, and I'm glad I didn't have to do it anymore. And if I wasn't cheating, it would have been really fucking annoying. Basically, they were like, hey, you've got to get Victory Cry on one of your persona, because this whole thing sucks if you don't. But, I'm cheating, so it worked out okay. But yeah, so that's what I did today as far as gaming. I normally talk about later, but I want to talk about longer. The VOD is up on my YouTube VODs channel if you want to watch that. It's a fun stream of me playing Persona 4 Golden with mods. The experience mod is nice, the shared experience. I am probably, again, not on stream, but I'm probably going to New Game Plus that because I want to do Margaret's Dungeon because I think Margaret's Dungeon is really fun. And you can't do that a second time. Also, I didn't save. I did save. I didn't rank up to 10. I got to rank 9 with the old lady, Hisano. So I was bummed about that. Okay. This has to go into this, and it has to click. But there's a right way to do this and a wrong way to do this. And I can't tell which one it is. I think it's this way. Nope, that doesn't feel right. That feels like I'm bending it. So, is it this way? This doesn't feel like I'm bending it. All right, so I think that was the way to go. Either way, I think I just did this wrong. I think I just assembled this wrong. Okay. This is supposed to be like this. Got it. Man, I really could have broken that. And then this needs to go like this. Okay. The snaps are supposed to happen. Yeah, so I probably will New Game Plus it at some point because I didn't save the old lady. I didn't repair the relationship between or fix the relationship between the kid and his stepmom. I got close with that. And there's a few other things that I just didn't do, which I could have. So I was like, all right, well, maybe I'll New Game Plus it and try to save try to make everything work out. Because there's a bunch of stuff I don't have to do in New Game Plus. All right, this goes like this. This goes like this. And then this goes like that. Great. We're working on the legs. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching that stream. And I do think that will be like a fun thing to do. Like, I don't know if that's going to be if we get to this many, we'll play, we'll beat Persona 4 Golden with mods. Like, is that a stretch goal? Is that an easy stretch goal for us to do? I think it is. I think it'll probably be an early stretch goal, maybe. I have plenty of time. That's a month away. I don't know. It's going to be a Tuesday in January. Which Tuesday? I don't know yet. Probably towards the end of January. Maybe the last Tuesday in January. That'll be it. Maybe it'll be January 30th. Yeah. There's 5 Tuesdays in January, so maybe the 5th Tuesday of January, January 30th, I'll do a big subathon. And if I get to the high number I need to get to, I'll drink Monster milk. It's Monster energy drink and milk. We kind of came up with that, and I hate it, but it's really good. It's not really good because I don't know if it's good or not. It's probably terrible. It's a very good bad name for a thing. It's catchy. Hey, I'll drink Monster milk if we get to, I guess we'll try to reach my goal. Like, break my record by getting 149 or 150 would be breaking the record. So 150 would break it because we got to 149. Would break. Yeah, because we were at 49 once, and I was trying to get to 50, and then instead of 1, fucking Bunny Fiend gave 100 gift subs that one time. So 150 would break the record. It would break record, so I guess we have to get to 150. Oh, you were thinking Mulk? Get some coffee, some of the coffee Monster? Ugh. No, yeah, Monster Milk is Monster Energy Drink and milk. I think it's a better name because Monster Milk sounds like a thing that exists for perverts. So it's probably the way to go, I guess. I think it's the way to go. God, I hate it. I hate everything. I hate everything about it. But like, it does feel like the thing I should do is is try to do that to get to 150 subscribers. Everybody loves some Monster milk. Yeah. Ugh, I hate it. I hate the idea of it, but I think it'll work. So yeah, it's like, all right, well, but then I need like goals along the way, right? I can't just be like, I'll drink Monster milk when we get to 150 subscribers. Like, I can't just go into it with, like right now I'm at 32 subscribers, right? I can't go in with 32 and go, hey, all we need is to go from 32 to 150 and I'll drink this beverage. So like you need things along the way. Like you need like an easy one. Like, oh, let's get to 50. Nice and easy. At 50, we do a thing. That's a simple, easy one. We'll do it like that. It'll be like, we're going to watch some weird wrestling, right? We'll check that out. Like, I don't know if it'll be the French wrestling that we've done in the past. That was pretty easy. That's a pretty easy one. It might be, we'll watch some weird wrestling. Like, that's an easy one to say. Okay, we'll do that. And then after that is like, all right, well, then it gets a little harder. And it's like, okay, well, some kind of gaming thing, right? Like, oh, we'll say this. I might have run out of things to show, like weird. There's probably more. I just don't know if I have easy access to them. Like, are there other bits in College Humor that I haven't shown you? I've shown all of my TV performances, but I haven't shown all of my internet performances. Are there like fun internet performances that I can throw up on? Because I've shown some of them. Like, are there any more? Hey, we just got rated by Artistic Biologists. Thank you very much, Raiders. Welcome to the old Build With Baer Workshop. We'll go to this for just a second. Hi, I'm Pat Baer. I build model kits and Lego sets. We talk about anime and video games and stuff that's going on in technology and the world around us. And it is hopefully a chill time. Occasionally we get mad about things, but generally we're not just like, oh, I'm mad about this, complaining. We're like, oh no, this sucks and let's talk about it, right? We try to do that. We don't always succeed. We try to do that. Welcome. If you aren't already, hit the follow button. I'm trying to get to 2,000 followers. I'm currently at 1,991. So if you'd like to hit follow, know when I go live. I build model kits and Lego sets on Mondays and Thursdays and Saturdays. And then on Tuesday, I do something that's not that. It's usually video games. Next Tuesday, I'm going to talk for probably I'm going to talk for like 3 hours, 2.5 hours about anime next Tuesday. Good to see you. Hey, I'll say this. People ask like, oh, you have subscribers, you have followers, the viewers, like what's going on? How did that happen for you? I cheated by having a fan base interested in what I do. One, because I have friends with people that had big followings from years of hard work on their part. Two, because I had some following from years of hard work on my part. It just kind of worked out. People already kind of knew who I was from goofy shit that I did with friends and long-standing time working in a comedy scene in New York. And then me deciding I was going to do something on the internet meant that people were like, oh, okay. So, that worked out pretty well. And then the other thing that I say to people when they ask about streaming, I say, you don't have to have incredible equipment. Good audio is good. Takes time and luck. Honestly, I'm just having a good time with what I'm doing. Yeah. If you like what you're doing, that's awesome. I think that chasing trends can be really tough and can be really demoralizing if it's just not working out for you. If you're like, I'm going to be one of the top lethal. Hey, we just got rated again. Fuck yeah. The Goof Cat also rated with a party of 8. Welcome, Raiders. I'm Pat Baer. I build model kits and Lego sets. Talk about stuff that's going on. We hang out. Appreciate you very much. Goof Cat, I hope everyone was having fun hanging out over there. I'm working on a kit called the Demi Barding. I mentioned this just a couple minutes ago, so I'll be quick in saying it again. If you aren't already following me, consider giving me a follow. Yeah, it's been going well. I appreciate that. We are currently at 1,991 followers. Does anything happen when I get to 2,000? Does anything unlock? Does it make it easier? Do I make more money? Do anything happen? No. But 2,000 is a cool number. So I would like to get to 2,000. And so if you aren't already following, consider giving me a follow. So you know when I'm going live and when I'm doing my thing. You might have built the Demi Trainer, which is this kit is based on the Demi Trainer. It is the upgraded Demi Trainer, so you might have worked on that instead of the Demi Barding. But you might have worked on this. I don't know. I'm kind of running out of Witch for Mercury kits. I think I might have built all of them now, other than some of the premium Bandai ones that I haven't gotten yet. But I think this might be the last right now high grade. Now, I have not built the full mechanics Ariel. That is a kit that I have not built. I have not built the full mechanics kit yet because I have not purchased it. But that might happen next year. Oh, you have the Hindry. I like the Hindry. The Hindry it's a fun color scheme, and I like the shield with the spear combination. I think that's a fun kit. And then you have the Beggar B, whatever it's called. You built the full mechanics, very involved build. Yes, I'm not surprised. I'm interested in that kit quite a bit, but I have not gotten that yet. It's on my Amazon wish list, and it's gonna be in the running for a kit that I buy next year. So I actually don't know if it's going to happen this year. Often around at Christmas, I receive a large gift card to Amazon, right? And I made a promise the first year this happened where I got a pretty large, like we're talking like $100 gift card to Amazon. I said, okay, instead of buying a bunch of high grades, I will buy an expensive kit. I will buy a overpriced, expensive, cool-ass kit that I otherwise would not build. Because I will treat this as not an investment in the channel, but like, quote-unquote, free money. I'm going to treat this like free money. Is that wise? Not particularly. But is it cool? I think it is. So we've been able to build some really cool, expensive kits. And I put a poll up. I used to do it... I just do it in a Google poll and then send it out to everybody, and people can vote on what I end up building or buying to build. I don't know if that's going to happen this year because the people that would get me that big gift card are also spending a lot of money to buy me a actually comfortable chair, like an office chair. Because I have not been in an office chair for many years, and this chair sucks that I'm currently in. So I'm getting a better chair, and I think that because of that, I might not get a big thing. So I might not be able to buy something big. But there's another way where sometimes I get a lot of money, and then I buy a very expensive model kit with that money. And that is every time I get $100 from AdSense, which is the minimum to then make a withdrawal. I withdraw it and spend that $100 on some kind of ridiculous model kit. That's going to happen sometime early next year. I am at like $90-something. So a good video that hits like a lot of views will do it, or just like over the course of the next couple months through memberships on my YouTube, I will hit the threshold there, and I will get enough money to have that. And I've always promised that I will buy something nonsense with that money. So I will buy some kind of big thing. I can look at my Amazon wish list now and tell you what the poll will probably include. Usually it's like two pretty expensive things. Like I try to do like one thing where I'll have to put in some of my own money, or money from the channel, that is like well over. And then usually I try to throw in like, not a gimme, but like something that's like reasonably priced, which no one ever votes for. So the four most expensive things on my Amazon wish list right now are the full mechanics, which is around $50-something, depending on, you know, who's got it up. Why is this not working? What's going on? Did I do something wrong here? This piece needs to slot in here. And it's not. And I don't know why. It worked on the other one. Let me take this piece off and look at it. Sometimes that helps. Okay, yeah, that's the same one. Did I have to like go up with it? And now that I do that, I'm like, is this going to go back in? It does. Okay, so I know that I'm doing it right. I just have to figure out why it's not working. Like that. There it is. Got it. Great. So, the Witcher Mercury Ariel full mechanics, that's like $50-something. Right now on Amazon, but of course, prices fluctuate. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Blue Eyes White Dragon Figurized Standard Amplified. So that is a Blue Eyes White Dragon made by Bandai, but it's the Amplified, which just means it gets wild. It is not show or anime or manga accurate or card accurate. They just get weird with it, which I love. That's currently $80, a little under $80. Very expensive for a very cool thing. They didn't make a lot of them apparently. Then at $85 is the Bandai. This is like a premium Bandai kit. The 1/100 Master Grade Zaku Warrior Live. Oh, sorry, Zaku Warrior, which is the pink Zaku, which is cool and has a shield, which I've built before. But this is the live concert version, which it basically just means that it's got a lot of cool art and stickers on it. That's like $85. That's a ridiculous thing. That is when people are trying to figure out like, what do you think is the quote unquote gayest mobile suit? I think that's the gayest mobile suit. Of course, being positive and not being derogatory in that thing, because it fucking rules. And then the most expensive thing on my Amazon wish list right now, coming in at $115, the premium Bandai 1/100 scale Tall Geese Flugel. That is the premium Bandai Tall Geese with it's basically the Tall Geese 3 with the wings. So it's got the lance and the gun from the earlier version of the Tall Geese. It's not even the Tall Geese. Yeah, it's not even the Tall Geese 3. That's right. It's the white Tall Geese. But it has a version of the wings like the Wing Zero from Endless Waltz. But it's not the same wings, but it's a version of those wings. And that is ridiculous that costs that much money, but that's on the wish. That's a lot of money. That would be the one that, like, I don't even know if I would put that up for. But those are the expensive ones. Sometime next year, I will buy a very expensive model kit. When? I don't know. I don't know if I'm getting that gift card that I normally get, that I often get. I don't know if I'm getting that this year, and if not, then I will use that. And if I do get that gift card, I'll buy something, and then when I get my payout from Google, I will also use that money to buy something expensive. Probably like the thing that wins second place. Because that's fun for me. All right, so which part? It's this part goes like this. That, yeah. These legs are, I wouldn't call these legs complicated, but there is quite a bit of interlocking pieces going on here. They should be sturdy, I'll say that. This does feel very sturdy, and I do appreciate that. We do have to panel line these, but we can at least get them mostly assembled, and then we'll have to pop on I already panel lined the feet, but we haven't panel lined any of this. So we got to panel line this, and then pop in the connectors. But we can do this, and we can do these go in here, and then they slide around a little bit. They can move around, and this is also where the beam saber lives, which is cool. Just goes in like that. But yeah, these move around a little bit. They're on a track, which is cool. Oh, we should actually keep these off so that I can fully panel on these legs. And then, of course, I have to add in the parts to get the parts that will connect to our waist, which is the next thing that we are building, is the waist. So that we can get this body complete, and then we'll do the backpack. I don't know if we're going to finish this kit tonight. We might. The backpack is pretty involved, so I could see us not finishing the backpack. And the weapons are easy, but I could see us not finishing the backpack and having to finish that up on Saturday stream. And then we'll get started on Saturday with some other stuff that all came from Aristofan on my wish list. Monday stream, do I have it here? Oh, no, I don't have it here. I'll show you the photo. Monday stream, we're going to pause whatever we're working on so that instead we can work on a Lego set, because we've got to ring in the new year, or not the year, we got to ring in Christmas time. Monday is going to be Christmas Day. That's right. I'm going to stream Christmas Day Eve. Is there a better way to say that? I don't think there is. Christmas Day Eve, we're going to hang out and build, where is it? The Wintertime Polar Bears set. That's right. We're going to do a cool Christmas set. Here it is. It's a Polar Bear Christmas set. This is a one-stream build. We'll finish it. We'll have time to go to continue working on whatever I paused, but we want to do that because we want to get in the holiday spirit. Christmas Day night. Yes, Christmas Day night, I guess, is the way to look at there. Monday stream will be this, because that felt like a cool thing to work on. I'll get this lined up properly later, but it's going to live like that. And then we'll just hide it for now. Get out of here. But that's what I'm going to do on Monday. And then a reminder to folks, as we get ready to our pause for the cause and talk about ways you can support the channel and all that. Reminder that not this Saturday, but not this Saturday. Next Saturday, no stream. No stream on the 30th. Saturday, December 30th, no stream. Sunday, December 31st, stream. Ringing in the new year. 2 hours of model kit building, 1 hour of something else. I think the something else is Power Wash Simulator. We're going to do the Christmas, just in time for the end of the year. We'll do Christmas decorations will still be up, but we'll do the Santa's Workshop Power Wash Simulator, the free bonus stage. We'll do that. And then ring in the new year all together. And it'll be really fucking fun and cool. That'll be, obviously, not this Saturday, Sunday. The following one, we'll do all of that. I did also realize that I forgot a piece here that we have to do, which I'm going to clip out right now, and then we'll do after that. Preview of the stage for Switch owners. That's right. Unfortunately, I don't know what happened, but Switch owners did not get this free stage. They won't get it until next year, which is a real bummer. But then it'll be there for the following Christmas, I guess. Anyway, I'll do this a little fast, but we do have some guests here. If you are currently a subscriber, now would be a great time to throw the Bear. Now would be a great time to throw the Bear Cave, the Lego, the site, the Tier 2 Blue Mode in chat. Being a subscriber is the easiest way to support what I do here through Cash Money or your Prime Gaming token. You could be like Lashbrook, who uses Twitch Prime. They have the Amazon account linked with Twitch. They get Twitch Prime. They use it for somebody instead of money. That somebody is me. You could do that. You could use Cash Money. Being a subscriber is the easiest way to support what I do here. Again, through those funds there. And also, if you are a new subscriber, if you wanted to subscribe right now, today, you want to become a subscriber, save 25% off till January 2nd. If you want to do that, you could do that. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm saying you should. If you want to subscribe, there's never been a better time to subscribe. And then starting December 27th, so obviously not right now, but starting December 27th through January 2nd, if you wanted to become gift a sub, you save money there. If you want to give a sub right now, you don't save any money gifting a sub right now, but you could. You could do that. That's one way to support me. There are other ways to support what I do here. Obviously, also supporting me is optional. Should say that. If you want to support the channel, you can. You don't have to. It would be great if you did, but you don't have to. I got a Patreon, patreon.com/PatBear. There's a $1, $3, $5, and $10 tier. There are different rewards for different tiers. I should send a message to my Patreon to get some Q&A messages, because I want to record that this weekend. Maybe I want to record it next week. Yeah, I want to record it next week. I won't do that. Never mind. I changed my mind. But there's going to be a Q&A at the end of the month, because there's a monthly Q&A. It's the only exclusive content I make is for that for my Patreon for the Q&A. Check the levels, see if they're there, see if there's something there that you'd like to do. I have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/PatBear. There's a $1, $3, $5, and $10 tier over on my Patreon. YouTube has memberships. $2 a month on my YouTube to become a member. You get my Wednesday videos a day early. There's only one more new of my series, Baerly Rehearsed. Next week is the last new one. And then in January, brand new series. So if you want to get the very first one, which will be, I guess will go out January 2nd. Yeah, if on January 2nd you want to know before other people know what my new series is, consider jumping in there. It'll be pretty cool. Let's see. What else can I tell you about? Those are all monthly ways to support me. If you want to do a one-time donation of cash money, you can do that through my PayPal or through my Ko-Fi. Everything I make through direct donations, through YouTube, which includes AdSense, so watching my videos helps me, through Patreon, through Twitch, all goes into a fund. I buy model kits. I just got a bunch of model kits. I refreshed the backlog. I'm very happy to be able to do that. I've got a bunch of stuff to build next year and the end of this year. But right now, I'm working on stuff that was bought off my Amazon wish list. Wristfan bought 3 things off my wish list. So the kit I'm working on right now, the Demi Barding, a Mega Constructs kit of Dragonite, the Pokemon, and what will be a very quick kit, a Lego Star Wars. It is Boba Fett mech. It is a mech that looks like Boba Fett that the minifig of Boba Fett pilots. It's a cute little thing. All of those were bought off my Amazon wish list. So they got a dedicated YouTube video, 2 videos, in fact. And they jumped the queue and became the next thing that I built. They'll only get paused so I can work on that Christmas polar bear thing. Now, if you want to buy something from my wish list, for me to, jump the queue and do all that, you could. I've got Lego sets, I got model kits, I got inexpensive kits, I got expensive kits. I've been adding stuff here and there. Hey, you may remember that they've slowly been reissuing new versions of the high grades of the wing kits. The Gundam wing kits have come out. There was a new wing. There's a new Death Scythe. There's the Death Scythe Hell, which we have on display. There is the Heavy Arms and the Heavy Arms 2, which we've done. There was the Shenlong. There's one we haven't done. And you're like, well, Pat, yeah, when the Sandrock comes out, you'll build it. The new version of the Sandrock came out in 2019. I just never bought it. It's the only one of the main 5 that I haven't bought. And it's offshoots. I just never bought it. It's on my wish list now. It's like $23. It's a good price. It's the only one. I don't really like the Sandrock, but I should build the new version of the Sandrock. And by new, I do mean 2019. But it was the start of the new one. Anyway, I've got Lego sets. I got model kits. I put in the high grade for the Gundam Double X, which is expensive for a high grade because it's like $30 right now. But like, they're never going to reissue that kit. So I'd like to build that. But yeah, I got inexpensive kits, expensive kits, kits with free shipping, kits without free shipping, all kinds of different stuff. Some rare things, some weird shit that I would love to build. See if there's something on the wish list you'd like to see me put together. You could buy that. At some point, I should build the Sandrock. If you want to give me a Christmas gift, it might not get here in time for Christmas, but I'll appreciate it nonetheless. Or if you want to get a kit to start 2024 off right, you could do that. I have a Throne wish list. That's my alternative to Amazon. If you don't want to use Amazon, totally understand. Throne's a good site, good people over there. They run a good ship over on the website there. And then USA Gundam Store. Buy a gift card to USA Gundam Store. They'll send you a gift card code in your email. You'll then DM me on Twitter or whisper me here on Twitch with that gift card code, and then I will use that gift card code to buy something from USA Gundam Store. You can make a suggestion, a recommendation, something you'd like to see me build, or just send me some money and I'll via gift card and I'll buy it something cool there. And I will pre-order. I did that once, and it took a really long time because they kept pushing back the date of release, and it took forever, and it was a nightmare. And then also, I'm a little worried about USA Gundam Store. I wouldn't pre-order from them because they're just, all of their emails about their deals have a little vibe of desperation that I'm a little worried about. Support small businesses, but also I don't know if they're okay. If you want to support me and not spend any money, you want to support this small business, I got a Discord. I'd be happy for you to jump into my Discord if you want to do that. Couple video links and one written link, a website link for you to check out. Pat Baer's Anime Club is my top 10 for 2023 video is live. I put that up on Monday, I should say. If you want to check that out, please do. Pat Baer's Anime Club. Top 10 2023 is my top 10 list of my favorite anime of this calendar year. And if you can't be bothered to watch that video, I wrote it down. It's not the same. It's not word for word. It's actually, there's probably more words said than written. But I wrote a list because people like the lists. So I did that. And then Baerly Rehearsed number 51. My second to last Baerly Rehearsed. This is not the video I originally recorded. I recorded a video. And then I was like, actually, this weird thing happened to me in real life, and now I need to talk about this weird thing. So forget this video. We're doing this instead. It's a video that is almost word for word. As best to my memory, I recorded it like an hour and a half after it happened. I got the hardest fucking sell from the owner and operator of a business. I have never been given such an uncomfortable hard sell before in my life. It was ridiculous what was happening. And so I did my best to do a video of it. So check that video out. It has a preamble. It's the only Baerly Rehearsed with a preamble. All right. I'm going to talk about some anime. We'll get back into that. And then we'll keep working on this kit. I got to do some panel lining on it. Before I do that, I do need to drink some water. So we'll do that and we'll dramatically transition back to the overhead. And then I can talk about the last episode of Helck finally. And we're going to do that right now. Here we go. All right. Let's panel line these legs. Then we'll put on the parts we need to put on to connect them together. And then we'll work on the waist and start doing that there. But we'll start panel lining it here. We got to use gray and black. Gray on the white parts here, and then black on everything else. And I'm going to tell you about 2 anime that I have been watching. We will start with Helck, episode 24 of 24. And then we will do episodes 11 and 12 of Bullbuster. That's right. I watched 2 episodes of that show. I caught up to finish it off for the end of the season because I wanted to be able to talk about it the full season on Tuesday when I do my review of anime from the season and preview of anime for next season. So wanted to have that. Helck. The last episode of season 1 of Helck. I don't know if it's going to get a second season. I don't know if it was like supremely popular in Japan or something, or internationally renowned, but we'll talk about it. Final battle time. The end of last episode, there was a winged knight. So that is a human that has been transformed against their will into a mindless killing machine. Vermilio is like, oh, I bet that's Alicia, Helck's former friend who gave her, who sacrificed herself so that he could escape. He's going to fucking lose his goddamn mind when he figures that out. Shit. So there's some fighting. There's a lot of monologues in this episode. So, Rafid, who's the guy that betrayed Helck in the very beginning, this whole time he was evil. We knew that, but Helck didn't know that for a very long time. Troops are fighting. Vermilio is concerned that Helck will lose his goddamn mind once he figures out that the new winged knight that showed up is his friend. And that does end up happening because dark energy eclipses him. He's going to maybe evolve and lose his own mind, which would be terrible for everybody because he would just probably indiscriminately kill everyone. Helck is like, don't worry, I'm going to break the cycle. He's basically like trying to see if Alicia recognizes him. He's going to kill her to put her out of her misery. Vermilio uses the Hero Slayer, which Helck gave to her to take care of him if it needed, to hurt Rafid because it's like one of the only things that could really hurt that dude. And Helck kind of comes to his senses. Like there's a lot of like Vermilio kind of being like, no, you're not like this. You don't want this. You can control your abilities, and kind of like calms him down, which is not what they want to see. And she's like, you know what? Before this was a war, I want to help you, Helck. I want to help you save humanity from this situation. This is not all humans. This is these humans. And I want to help you. Which, would have been nice if she said that a bit earlier, but it's fine now. Yeah, she's like, I'm going to save them from your nonsense. Rafid is basically just like, hey, guess what? Humans, once they're awakened, they can never go back. This is pointless. Like, it's never going to work out. And she's like, no, there'll be a way to do it. Like, we'll figure out a way to do it. And he's also like, and then your leader, Azudra, who is the demon who for the very longest time wanted peace, is like, he's already dead. And she's just like, oh, man, I've been told that so many times and it's never been true. He is a survivor. He is presumed dead, but she has faith that he's not actually dead. He's not actually dead. Vermilio and Helck is just like, we got to go. She's like, we got to go visit Azundra later because I'm sure he knows a way, or we can figure out a way to save humanity. Rafid finally figures out, oh, I know who Vermilio is now. He hadn't figured it out, that she's one of the heavenly demons. Again, lots of conversation. Rafid retreats because he's just like, well, Helck isn't going to turn into a monster, and this is going to, at best, be a stalemate, so we're out. So they retreat. So no defeating the king, no defeating the guy that did all this. That's done. Vermilio apologizes to Helck. Everyone thanks each other. They're going to save people. Azundra is alive. They're going to go meet with them. The spies that have been out and about that are demons are okay. Everyone's all right. And Helck, Vermilio, and the bird person, Pee-wee, are going to go to Castle Shin to meet with Azundra. And that's the end of the episode. Incredibly anticlimactic. Nothing fucking happens, really. There's a fight, and it ends in a draw. And people don't get saved. People don't get killed. It is what it is. Like, there were obviously murders and deaths throughout the series, but nothing happens in this episode. I'm sure more will happen in season 2. Will there be a season 2? I have no idea. Will I watch season 2? No. I'm done. You may have heard the term pot committed in poker. Pot committed is a fallacy. It is the belief that, well, I've already bet so much money that it would be worse for me to quit now, to fold now. I would be out so much money. I'm pot committed. There's so much money in the pot. I've put so much money in that it would be foolish for me not to just put more money to see it through. That is a fallacy. You should always quit if you're like, this is worthless. I have no outs. There's no reason for me to do this. Same thing here. I really liked the show when it started. I had a really good time with it. It was very fun. Then it got very serious and all the fun went away. And then the animation quality dipped a bit. And it became kind of not worth it. And I should have been like, all right, well, I've gotten to 14 episodes or 15 episodes or 17 episodes of the show. 12. I think I'm done. Yeah, we're going to go. And I didn't do that. Instead, I committed myself to finishing it. A show that I was like not really interested in where it went. Realized it was never going to recreate the magic of the first couple episodes. And that it was never going to be what I wanted to be. And I should have just said, all right, well, that sucks, but okay, cut my losses and watch other things. But instead, I told you about 24 episodes of this show. 2-core, simultaneous 2-core. And I regret it. I shouldn't have done it. I should have quit. And maybe watched it on my own time. Maybe that would have been the solution, to just go back and be like, oh, I'll catch this another time and I'll finish this up and watch it at my leisure. There's going to be a period here where there aren't new shows. Not everything, but a bunch of stuff is wrapping up. Obviously, there is a continuation. Like Frieren, I don't think is taking any time off. It might take a week off, but I believe Frieren is not taking any time off. But the next show isn't starting for 10 days is the new show. So it's stuff next week. What I'm saying is next week there will be stuff that hasn't that wrapped up, but there won't be new stuff to replace it because that's not till January. So Fluffy Paradise, the in Isekai, the first show of the new season is an Isekai called Fluffy Paradise. That won't air for 10 days and 10 hours. So it'll be a while before I watch that. We got almost 2 weeks before Delicious in Dungeon airs. Dungeon Meshi. Again, almost 14 days until my instant death ability is overpowered. And Sasaki, we've got over 2 weeks before Sasaki and Peeps airs. So, I got time. So next week would have been the week to maybe just, watch stuff that I haven't really, followed through on. Bullbuster, episode 11 of Bullbuster. I'll probably just talk about episode 12 next week. I did watch both episodes, but I want to have something to talk about next week, so I'm only going to talk to you about episode 11 of Bullbuster. But just know, I finished Bullbuster, so I can talk about it in full on Tuesday, but I just will talk to you one episode of that. Oh, good. I guess the Twitter bots have gotten desperate enough to start messaging me. Lastberg's getting hit with some Twitter bots. Hell yeah. Good. Let's work on the waste while I tell you about episode 11 of 12 of Bullbuster. Again, it wrapped up yesterday, and I have watched both episodes, but I won't talk about the other one until next week. So that way I know I have something to talk to you about. I know that next week I can talk to you about Bullbuster because it'll be the 12th episode. Episode 11. If you haven't been watching Bullbuster, I'll give you the very basic thing. There are mechs that are based on construction equipment. Those mechs are designed specifically with the idea of fighting monsters. These are the monsters they call the Great Beasts, which is not creative, but whatever. Monsters showed up on this island. There's fog and weird beasts on this island. A bunch of people that lived on the island had to evacuate. They don't know why they had to evacuate. They want to come back. And this company, Namadome, have been working steadily to try to get to the place where people can come back and fight these monsters. They're a small business. A lot of this anime is about small business chip and and fulfilling your dreams and all kinds of nonsense. Good nonsense. It's very fun. It turned out these monsters were a byproduct of a company called Shoita Chemical. Shoita, who just happened to want to purchase and take, and help out, quote unquote, help out our heroes, but really it was to silence them. There's a whole back and forth. They got an undersea vehicle. They're exploring down in the undersea areas here, trying to figure out what's going on. Because there are basically nano machines. There's nanotech have been turning pets into monsters and fish as well. So they're like, all right, well, we got to figure that out. This is good. How does this go? Sorry, hold on. Nope, that doesn't go like that. This is the right piece. This is put this the right way. Maybe this is just on wrong, and it's supposed to be like this. Yeah, okay. It's supposed to be like this. This is supposed to be like that. Then this goes in like that. Got it. Okay. I did that a couple times today where I was just like, oh, and this goes like this, right? And it's like, no, Pat, that's completely wrong. You're just doing it wrong. Then this goes in like that. Hell yeah, I got that right. There's a lot of good movement on the waist here. And we're also pretty much done with it. Dang, all right. Oh, so we got a panel on it. But we're going to body complete this kit, which is, I would say, surprising. I was not expecting to body complete this kit. Anyway, so they go down undersea to find this leather coil. Leather coral is the thing that they need to find here. You're still meh on the show, but all the political maneuvering in this episode was fun. Yes, I'm enjoying it. I think that, like, look, do I wish that this was like traditional animation and not CGI for the mechs? Yeah, the monsters and stuff. Yeah, but you get over it. I got over it, at least. I don't know if you get over it, but I got over it. I learned to live with it. There's a giant beast, and so there's a fight. They got to fight the giant beast, and in the process of fighting the giant beast, what's her name? Arumi gets injured. Got to rush Arumi to the hospital, and then Shoita Chemical begins making moves. So that obviously they know, oh, you stole some stuff from us. You're going to go to the press. You're going to try to solve this problem with yourself. We're not going to let that happen. What we're going to do is because they were going to do a live stream. Basically, they were going to run a live stream to expose what was happening and expose the chemical company. They're going to fight fire with fire. So they're like, we're going to cut your funding, because of course they would do that. Then they hire a bot farm to do negative comments, to like try to sway public opinion and basically like troll their live stream. And they also they break in and steal the giant corpse, like the proof they had, the giant beast corpse. They had the proof. They steal the proof. And then also they try to get the islanders against them, because the people that live there have trusted the small company to do the right thing, and they're trying to win them over so they can get the rights to go to the island, because they need that. They need approval. But then Takarada shows up. Takarada is just like, hey, I'm a businessman, and I would love to invest in your company. Because I want that leather coral, because it has a microorganism that can cure baldness. The island may be saved, and nay, the world could be saved, because a guy wants something in that leather coral to cure baldness. That's his goal. It's very good. That's a very good, very fun, good goal. Good job, Tarada. Tarada's like, I got this. Then they're like, okay, hey, Mizuhara's like, I think this chemical company, I think we thought this was a byproduct. I'm starting to think they're making giant beasts on purpose. They're trying to breed them. They're trying to create giant beasts, because there are neuroparticles in their brains which would help with biochemical computing. We're just somebody was on Wikipedia because we're just throwing out random shit, random phrases and nonsense. We're just getting fucking in the weeds with some wild ass shit here. It's like, okay, you know what? Sure we are. That's what we're doing here. That's what's going on. Okay, fine. So that obviously that's not good. So then they're like, hey, people of the island, the chemical company that you obviously would not be predisposed to like, they did this on purpose. And the islanders are like, oh, fuck that. We're on Team Nymodome. But Washizu, the guy that we met that was clearly up to no good, from the chemical company, he makes a separate deal with the neighboring city to get control of it. And in a couple days, he'll have full access, and they'll have full access. Nobody else will. And so Tajima is just like, okay, well, then we have 2 days to destroy all the rest of the giants and get all the proof we need, or the giant beasts to get all the proof we need. So they're under the clock. They've got very little time left. And that's the end of episode 11. Episode 12 is coming up. This show was fun. I've watched episode 12. I think it's solid. I think the whole series is solid. It's good nonsense. Oh, I think this goes in here. The weapons can be on the back of this, I believe. That's what this piece is for, but we won't need it for that. Same thing with this wire. We're probably not going to need this wire. You can have it so the backpack can come off the kit, and you can put it on a stand, and it's connected via wire, but we'll probably not use that. We will use the stickers for the backpack. Does have a sticker on its brain, basically, because it's got a little camera. So we got to build that. And we'll do that now. We're going to work on the backpack. We're body complete on this kit. We just need the backpack and the gun. And we'll get some of that done tonight. And then we'll do the rest of it on Saturday. And then we'll build a fun little Lego set on Saturday as well. Isn't that neat? Now is the part of the stream where I want to hear from you. That's right, you. What are you watching right now? What are you playing? What's got you interested? What's got you going? What's got you excited? I want to hear from you. If you're watching movies, you're watching some TV shows, you watching some anime. I want to know what games you're playing, catching up on. I'm still making my way through New Game Plus stuff in Alan Wake 2. I told you already about Persona 4 Golden with mods, how I saved Marie and went through that annoying dungeon, one of the most annoying dungeons in the game, and talked to people and hung out and had, hangouts. Scored probably a perfect score in school on my tests. Completed all the quests. Finished every single... Hey, guess what? A nice number of quests. All 69 quests in the game I finished. Did all that. Had a good time in there. Playing Hearthstone every day. That's my daily driver game. Always playing Hearthstone. Enjoy it very much. Still enjoy it to this day. Playing the decks that I played on stream and that I still enjoy. Because they're turns out, still pretty damn good decks. So, enjoying that. While I wait for some of y'all to roll in and let me know what's going on with you in the chat, I will say, let's see. I definitely am on the lookout for more games to play in January, stream-wise. I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking for my very long stream, my subathon in January. What if What if I played Lego Fortnite? What if I played Fortnite? I've never played Fortnite on stream or otherwise. I've never played Fortnite. What if I played Lego Fortnite? Because I think there's I'd have to research it, but I think there's like a quote unquote cool mode, like a just fuck around, like a sandbox mode. I think there's a sandbox mode. I don't know. Obviously, it's free. But I was like, what if I fucking played Lego Fortnite as like a milestone goal in my subathon? Like, oh, we're at 75 subscribers. I've unlocked Lego Fortnite as a thing. I don't know. I'm thinking about it, right? I have not come to a conclusion. I have not come to a decision. That is just currently something that I am postulating and thinking about, that it might be wild and or cool to do that, because we've played some other Lego games and kind of keeping with the channel of doing that. But I'm thinking that might be like, hey, like 70, 80 subscribers. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I said, I'm doing this thing. We're gonna check this out. I would say I would like go into it and learn what I need to do in the game. I wouldn't just go in blind, but it would be like my first time really checking it out. Like I would like make sure everything loaded and worked, and then and kind of take it from there. But I am seriously considering it. Lord Crashington said, I've watched more Spy Family and am enjoying the school antics of Anya. Hell yeah. Like punching the kid she's supposed to be friends with, who seems to have feelings for her, and then getting a new dog friend in the wildest way possible. Bond rules. I will accept no arguments to the contrary. Bond is fucking awesome, and Bond is great. Spy Family whips ass. It's just fucking good. It's just a good show. You've read or heard my thoughts on Spy Family Season 2, that it's just more Spy Family, but that's good because Spy Family is good. So more good is still good. Do I wish it was like there was like more plot and like more like of a show of it? Yeah, but it's still just a good time. Lord Crasher says, definitely play Fortnite Festival to fuck everything, and then maybe have some people that could join you to help out. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to investigate it, but like, I'm thinking it might be fun to like go into that Lego game, like in Fortnite. Like my first time streaming Fortnite, if my first time streaming Fortnite was, for that, I think that would be kind of cool as like a selling point. So I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I can't say I'm going to do it. Lashbrook hasn't tried that yet, the Lego Fortnite, but Fortnite Rock Band is pretty fun. Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to do that. I've been thinking about it as like, that feels, like I said, that feels like a good incentive, right? Like to me anyway. It feels like a good incentive for the game, or for the whole thing of being like, hey, if you want to subscribe, you want to give some subs, you want to subscribe yourself, you want to, raid and come in and hang out. Guess what? You're doing that. Well, because you did that, I am now playing Lego Fortnite, or I'm beating the Persona 4 Golden, and we're all going to hang out together and I'm going to beat that, or whatever. Still do the thing where I eat and we hang out and I watch some videos, do some stuff where we watch some wrestling. Obviously Monster Milk is the thing that I've said that I would do probably to get to 150 subscribers. There's a lot of stuff, but I do need like milestones. I need milestones, incentives to get there. I can't say me drinking Monster Energy drink mixed with milk is enough to get me there. I don't know if it would be. And also, it would be a Tuesday. I would start at like 4 o'clock so that we could theoretically possibly get raided by Jeff Gersman, because a big raid at the beginning would be great for me. It would get like people there, people hanging out, and that would replace my like stream that night. Instead, I would stream into the evening, but I would be done by the time I would normally stream. I think that would be pretty neat. But yeah, I have a bunch of options of stuff that I could do to make that work out. Hopefully all that stuff would end up working out okay. So where's this go? Okay, so this is just like a little thing here. We're building the backpack here. We're definitely going to finish this. My assumption is that we'll actually, I think we're going to finish this tonight. We have very little left. Yeah, we're going to finish this tonight. And then, because all we have to do is do this in the gun. We'll hang out a little bit late and finish this up. And then on Saturday, we'll build the these kits. These things. Whoops. Here it is. We'll build the Star Wars Boba Fett mech. There. Boba Fett mech. Boba Fett minifig in the mech. We'll build that. And then we'll start the Mega Constructs Pokemon Dragonite. Build with motion. Build with motion. We'll do that on Saturday. Because we're so close to being done here, and we got enough time to finish this up. Because like I said, there's not much left to do. We're just building the backpack here and the gun. So if we have to, I'll stick around a little longer to wrap it up. But I think we'll finish that up there. All right, I got to build 2 of these, and then I got to build F10 and F11 over here. Popped one of these out early by mistake. But yeah, Saturday we'll hang out. We'll get that stuff started. Work on the other stuff that Aristofan bought for my birthday, or not my birthday, Christmas. I want to say my birthday. My birthday is in June, so which was the last time I did, because I did this year. I did 2 subathons. I did a subathon in January and a subathon in June. My birthday subathon, and I don't know if I'm going to do that like twice a year every year, but it did kind of feel like celebrating my birthday with a long, cool, fun stream where I also had goals was nice, and doing a big one in the beginning of the year when I'm the only person in this house, and it kind of works totally fine for me to do something like that and not really worry. Like, yeah, kind of worked out nice to be able to do that. So I am thinking that I will probably do it again in January. But yeah, I'll probably do 2 a year. That's my thinking. Yeah, I do have to think about video game stuff to do on Tuesdays. Like next Tuesday, going to be talking about anime. That happens every, 4 times a year. We do that. That worked out well. Just timing of it works out that I can do that. And that'll be next Monday, the following Monday's video. So that always works out when I can do something like that. And then after that, I don't know. I think probably the first Tuesday of the month, I'll play Pokemon. I'll probably play a Pokemon Black Randomizer, because that's just a fun stream that's honestly pretty easy for me to do. So I can do that. Oh yeah, this is cool. This thing's cool. It's got, these guns have a bunch of movement to them. I can move around quite a bit. Maneuver around. This backpack's pretty neat. And it all goes down like that. And then it pops on in the back like this. Pops into the back there. But then you can swing these up and over. So you can get some weapons like that. If you want your guns up there, that's pretty neat. Yeah, that's pretty cool. All we have left to do is build the gun and the beam sabers, but I'm not even going to worry about those beam sabers. We'll just build the guns, which is all F. All of that is F, so we'll just do that. And I might take a photo of the drone just so we can look at it. But, are you looking forward to that Persona 3 remake? Aristophan, not really. I like Persona 3 well enough, but Fez is my Persona 3, and it's not gonna. It's not that. Like, give me that remake. You know, like, look, am I gonna play it? Sure. It's an Atlas Persona game. I liked 5 quite a bit. I could see myself getting really into the remake. Again, I didn't hate 3, but I didn't love 3. So I don't know. Like, if it was Persona 3 Fez, like, or Fez, I could see myself getting more excited than I currently am. You know? I want to be excited about it. I'm not particularly. But I'm glad they're making it. I think the game that I am most looking forward to next year is the next Like a Dragon. The next full, legit Like a Dragon. I think that is... There is nothing else that I'm looking forward to more than Infinite Wealth. I think that, like, that's so high on my like wanted list. Like, that is, if there's any games next year that I'm most excited about, it's that. Obviously, more from the fine folks at Power Wash Simulator. I am always interested in more Power Wash Simulator. If we get more, I'm down for that. So, you know, I can't say that I'm not excited about more Power Wash Simulator from the Warhammer. I'll buy it. I'll fucking buy it. I'm still a little annoyed that I'm not an influencer they want to influence about those. I figured Like a Dragon was a U game. Probably. Yes, Aristophan. Yeah. I mean, Like a Dragon is probably a game for me that I won't be streaming. We did one time look at Yakuza 0. We did one time look at that because I had like cheats on, and it was kind of fun to like run around in that game with cheats, and it was like well after the game had been out, but it was just kind of fun to fuck around with that game. But I haven't like necessarily planned for... I'm sorry, let me just get... I got to put 9 and 10 on here. 2 more stickers and then we're done. But yeah, I haven't necessarily planned to play Like a Dragon on stream. I might, but that I do like having, as you know, I do like having games that are for me that don't get streamed. Like, I've never streamed and will never stream anytime in Hitman. I love Hitman. Love it so much, but you don't get to see me play Hitman because I'm terrible at it. I don't want it to be a stream thing. I want it to be a me thing. Got to put this last sticker on, and then we're done with stickers, and we're almost done with this kit fully and totally. As I said, we would hang out a little bit longer so I could finish this up, and that's what we're doing. Crash says, my Steam year in review was kind of ruined by BS clickers I play, so none of the indies and whatnot I played really showed up anywhere. Yeah, idle games will do that. Idle games and clickers. I did download that free idle game. Oh, that's right. I downloaded the free idle game that is available from Epic, and I got a 33% off coupon from Epic. So I'm going to buy something from the Epic store to play in the future. What is that? I don't know. I actually don't know what that's going to be. But I'm going to buy something from the Epic store. I got to see when that coupon expires. That's part of tomorrow is investigating that, because I do want to know what I do want to figure something out, because I do want to get something in the future. I just don't know what that'll be, but I do want to get something because it'll be good to use that coupon to get something. It's probably something indie, right? I mean, 33% off. I should get something a little pricey because that way, you know, save a bunch of money. But probably I will just get something cool and indie and fun. Lord Crasher says, I got V-Bucks on Epic Game Store, so I'd get some cash back and get the TMNT skins they have on Fortnite right now. Okay, yeah. That could be fun. We finished this kit. I'll take some photos when the stream is over of this kit. Thank you, Aristofan, for picking this up off my Amazon wish list. The Demi Barding looks fucking really cool. This is a fun kit. It had a couple parts that I was like, I'm not sure what you want from me, kit, and it took me a little while because the instructions were a little less than perfect. But overall, it's a fun build, and I think it looks pretty damn good. And thank you for buying it off my Amazon wish list so that I could build it. I think you get new coupons when you use one, so it doesn't have to be for something special. Yeah, I got that 33% off coupon. I'm going to use it for something in the store and buy a game, and I think it'll probably be an indie game on Epic. And it'll probably be something that I want to stream next month. Aristofan looks cool. I agree. I think this looks pretty damn cool. This was a good kit. All right, that is going to do it for tonight's stream. We are going to raid. That is how we end every stream around here. We're going to go find somebody doing cool shit out there that we want to go support with our eyes and hang out with them. And I'm going to change this lighting for my next photo here. Ooh, actually, on me, that doesn't look terrible, but I don't love it. So we got to go raid. We got to find somebody out there doing cool shit that we're going to go hang out with. Who are we going to go raid? Let's find out. Okay? We raided him before. We should probably take this Makers and Crafting party on the road. Let's see, how long have they been streaming? Oh, they've been going way too long for me to raid. Never mind. Actually, how long have they been going? We are going to raid Kato. We're going to... Kato appears. Kato Contreras is over there streaming some Netrunner, which I don't think we've ever rated anyone playing Netrunner. I don't think we've ever rated Kato. That sounds very good to me. So we're gonna go give Kato a raid. I just think that's a fun thing that we get to do right now. So feel free to come along on this raid. We're gonna go hang out with Kato from Remap Radio or Remap period. Come along on this raid. I hope you have a great rest of your night. I hope to see you on another stream on Saturday as I build a Lego set, a cute little Lego set, and then start a fun Mega Construct set. It'll be a sweet Saturday. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I hope to see you on the next one. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Goodbye.